Load up Far Cry 6, start a new game. Welcome to Yara, an island in the Caribbean struck by poverty and currently run by this guy, Castillo. One of the few people who doesn't need the word twat tattooed on his forehead because you can tell just by looking at him. He wants to bring the island out of poverty using a drug called Viviro which cures cancer. Which sounds like a noble cause until you find out he's drafting people against their will into slavery and shooting the ones that say no thank you. You are Dani, currently watching Senor Twat on the TV with your good friends who I can't wait to go on loads of cool adventures with. The military has shown up to draft poor people like you into the cancer cure sweatshop, but you probably don't want to do that, so you must sneak around the city, somehow avoiding detection from these highly trained soldiers and run to a boat at the docks. This guy won't let a kid and his gran on, so you're like, my friend just died and I'm very sad, these are my replacements, please let them on. And he's like, yeah, it's alright, yeah. Phew, that was a close call, you nearly got caught, but upstairs you hear gunshots. It's Senor Twat from the TV. You're probably wondering why he's here, and it's because his policies as president were so bad that even his own son wanted to get the hell out and jumped on this fishing boat dressed as an edgy youth going through puberty in hopes of escaping his father. Castillo takes his son and shows you a live action version of Titanic, only your boat doesn't hit an iceberg, instead it hits many bullets. Somehow wake up on a beach. How did you survive being trapped below deck in a sinking boat? Don't ask, clearly no one at Ubisoft knows either. You might be alive, but your friend Lita is not. She's like, I'm dying, but we landed conveniently where my rebel friends are, so go and find the blur. Just before Lita died, she told you are conveniently near a group of rebels she was best friends with. Find them, killing a few soldiers on the way, and their leader Clara tells you that she needs your help to revive her currently failing rebellion. First you have to find a man named Juan, who is mentally unstable and an alcoholic, but apparently very important for taking over Yara. He also has a pet crocodile, wearing a jacket. What? Surprisingly, he agrees to come with you, and Guapo the crocodile becomes your best friend. Juan wants you to get some depleted uranium from a military outpost. Go inside the base, find the captain, kill him and take his key, open the armory, steal the uranium, and return to Juan, who will create a weird-looking backpack rocket launcher. Apparently one of the codes the rebels live by is why use guns when you can use literally anything else. Go back and speak with Clara. She's like, there's a camp nearby with slaves in it, go save them. Instead of asking her multiple trusted soldiers to go and deal with it, she asks you, the new guy. Oh, never mind, you're going with Julio, who doesn't like you. But after burning some Viviro plants with your flamethrower, killing multiple people, and exploding the poison tanks with your backpack thing, he's like, you could probably kill me, so I'll pretend to like you so you don't. Go back to Clara, who will ask you to speak to some fishman because he has a boat that she wants. As a fisherman, he has a lot of fisherman-related troubles which you can solve, like destroying a tank and killing some military leaders. After this, he will agree to give his boat to Clara. Finally, you can leave Yara and go to Miami like you had originally planned. But since there's 4 minutes left in this video, you can probably imagine where this is going. To leave the island on a boat, you have to destroy the 2 ships blocking the exit first. You probably want to do this stealthily so none of the soldiers on the ship can detect you and raise the alarm. Oh, for God's sake. After destroying the ship, leave the island and head to the Rebel HQ. Sure enough, you are given a boat to sail to Miami and start your new life as you complete Far Cry 6. Just kidding, apparently you're going to join the rebels, so go find Clara. She will tell you the plan to unite some random arseholes together one by one and take down Castillo's leaders one by one in hopes of trapping him inside the capital city. Why is she telling you? Probably because you're the one who's going to have to do every little thing, while all the other soldiers and Clara sit on this island drinking beer and relaxing. First person we have to make friends with is called Carlos Montero, but apparently he won't help us unless we speak to a guy named Philly. Meet up with Philly and find out he's about as helpful as a set of stairs is for a guy in a wheelchair. But he says you need to find Carlos's daughter Espada, who's at a nearby Viviro plantation. Not as a worker, but as a home invader, as when you get there everyone's pretty much dead, and she's interrogating some dude on the location of Castillo's nephew, Jose. Kill some bad guys with her and she will agree to go see her father with you. Oh no, Guapo! I've burnt your eyes! Her dad doesn't like you, which isn't a great start, but help his daughter and him with various tasks like saving his friend Miguel from a prison and destroying all the poison supplies being used on the slaves, and he will start to come around a bit. So much so that you get included on the secret club talks. Some of the Montero family are going to get executed by Jose, so we're going to stop them. When we say we obviously mean you. So go to a bell tower behind the execution site and find a sniper that Miguel left for you. One of the people being executed is Espada's brother, Alejandro. However, just as you're about to assassinate Jose, the gun fails to fire. A trap! Espada steps in to stop Alejandro from dying while Carlos cuts him down, but he has a bomb taped to him. Carlos, being the absolute idiot he is, gets confused and instead of throwing the bomb away, throws his son away and the bomb explodes in his hands, probably killing him. Retrieve Alejandro's dying body and carry him to safety, fighting off about 90% of the army in the process. While you and Philly try to revive him, Espada confronts Miguel in the most diplomatic way possible. The Monteros will hold a funeral for Carlos and you get a call from Clara. Meet her in Esperanza, also known as the military capital, since all the soldiers here get hurt by bullets about as much as a shark gets hurt by water. She will tell you about the plan to assassinate Castillo as he's holding a speech today. But first you need to run around placing explosives on generators around the city whilst also removing the heads of some soldiers. After this, meet Juan, who will detonate the explosives while you invade Castillo's gap. Finally, you're going to remove the tyrant from his position of power and Yara will be he's not here. But his son is. If this is supposed to be a trap, then he's a very bad parent. Obviously, you don't kill him. He's a child, damn it. The plan to kill Castillo didn't really work out, but after killing his nephew Jose, the Monteros, led by Espada, agree to join you in your rebellion. But they weren't the only group of rebellious schmucks you need to find. You're probably thinking that to get these people on our side, we need to do them loads of favors that take multiple hours because the developers insist on making the story as long as possible. And you're actually wrong in this case. Nah, just kidding. Of course you're right. Collect some steroids for some old muscle man, apologize to his own children, save some idiots on a boat, steal a tank, steal a hotel, kill a navy leader, save some people from a zoo, vandalize some signs, make a rebellious radio station, have a rebellious concert, get drunk, pretend to be reporters, and kill Castillo's missus. Clara will ask you to meet you at your old orphanage, telling you that Castillo wants to meet her. While this may seem like a good opportunity to speak diplomatically with the leader of Twats, we did just murder his wife, so I doubt he wants to be our best friend. By this point, you have allied with the Monteros, La Moral, and the Legends. The final group, Maximus Martanzas, has its own problems going on. But after killing the doctor who came up with the Viviro scheme, they will also join the rebellion. What? Clara's been kidnapped by Castillo himself? You need to break into his private resort surrounded by elite killers handpicked by Castillo himself, which sounds incredibly dangerous, but of course, you'll have an army, right? You'll have an army with you, right? After breaking into the resort, you'll find Castillo having dinner with his son and Clara. Turns out he's got leukemia, and has had leukemia for the past 13 years. I feel like this was a last-minute decision by the developers because throughout the game, there is no sign of him having cancer until he tells you, then he's everywhere and looks like absolute shit. Juan is about to kill Castillo's son, but for some reason you turn into Mr. President's bodyguard and save the kid. Then Castillo shoots Clara in the head. What? This was a terrible trade! Not only that, they escape, and you're left having to fight so many people, it's like Black Friday, but with guns. You secure the island, but the bullet that entered Clara's head is still living there rent-free, which means you are the leader of the rebellion now, given your track record of doing literally fucking everything up until this point, and you're going to take the capital where Castillo has hidden himself. Run through the capital, gunning down every person stupid enough to wave a gun in your general direction, fight your way through Castillo's tower to find an elevator which takes you to where he's hiding. Him and his son are there waiting. You're probably expecting a big fight with the big bad boss of this game, but his son is like, "You cannot kill my papa." Then Castillo is like, "Don't worry son, he won't kill me. I'll kill myself." Whoop! He also kills his son as well. Not sure why, but he did. Now with no dictator running the show, Yara belongs to you. As leader of the rebels, it's only right that you take the throne. But you're like, "Nah, I just like to shoot stuff." And dip out, leaving the other rebel leaders to decide what the fuck they're going to do as you complete Far Cry 6.